preparation is key. I'm finally back on the bank. Caden chose to go stay at Nanny's this weekend, and as you can tell if you've been following me in the earlier videos, you'll recognise this peg, and it's not Trent View, it's Haverhome. Hendy said that he was coming here today. My plans were to go to Trent View. Unfortunately last night I ended up being out late and didn't really get much sleep. Caden didn't want to go to Trent View. My brother wanted to be able to try and get out with me and catch a fish. So rather than go to Trent View and be tired and do a 24-hour, and I just felt like I wouldn't have really been in it. So I brought my brother Harley down to Haverhome, met up with a good friend Hendy, who you've seen on the videos before, and the mission was to put the new bait to the test that with a company that I'm now part of, and my main objective was to get Harley his first fish. So we turned up at Haverhome about 9 o'clock this morning, come into the pegs where we know we can catch fish. We know the peg well, we fished it loads. We did have a look around the lake. We just went down one side, didn't see anything down in the shallow end. Come back up to these two pegs and I see a group of fish out in the middle of the bowl. So I said, let's just drop on here. And the first rod I set up, I said to Harley, this one's your rod. So I set him up on a Ronnie rig with a pink, baby pink captive 12mm pop-up. Cast it into the middle for him. I'd already baited up with some boilies that I air dried for 24 hours, and then I glugged them in the captive bake soak for 24 hours, and it absolutely stinks. So put some bait where I see the fish, cast Harley's rod onto the spot, and while I was sorting out my own rod and getting everything sorted, Harley's buzzer went off and he lifted into his first ever fish. Now I completely forgot that my brother's left-handed and he's using my rods, which are right-handed, so it was a bit of a struggle, but we managed to get the fishing in the end. He's never played a fish before. He was a bit clumsy and everything, but that's why I brought him here, because it's a nice easy place to do it. It's an old match lake. There's loads of fish in here, loads of like high singles, low doubles, up to mid doubles, and then there's a few bigger ones that go high doubles and low 20s. but that's about as big as the carp go in here. But it's a nice easy runs water. You can probably, to be honest, when the weather's right and they're on the feed, you could chuck in anywhere and you can pretty much catch them. So yeah, me and Hendy come down thinking that we know the place and we were going to catch, and my brother comes with us and decides to show us up. And like I say, it's the first time that I've come out using the new bait now, and he catches on it before I do, showing us up good and proper. But no, the main objective was to come out, put the bait out, see how the fish react to it. So put it on the fish where they were, and literally 20 minutes later they've got straight down onto it, and in the middle, I think in the middle of the bowl it's about 13 foot. So it's quite a drop, it's quite deep, and even in this weather, even though it's been warm for a bit, it must be cold at the bottom, but they obviously went down and had a munch. And then I think it was about an hour later, an hour to an hour and a half later, he had another pickup and lifted into it. I think it was there, and then I went to help him and the fish had come off. But he'll get there. Obviously the more he does, the faster he'll learn. So, but I think he's enjoying himself, and the face when he was holding the fish really says it all. And when I finally got it into the net, he got a little bit overexcited and sounded like a schoolgirl squealing in the playground. But no, it was the main objectives. I've took him out a couple of times before. I took him to Trent View once with me, and then I've been taking him out lure fishing, which he quite enjoyed, walking up and down the bank, casting the lure rod. You nearly had one, didn't you? Yeah, he had one strike at the lure, it coming close to the bank. Unfortunately it missed. So main objective, get Harley's first ever fish, and we did it pretty much straight away. So it's a top result, it's a good result for the Horizon baits as well. Right, so the objective today was to bring my brother out fishing for, I think it's the second time I brought you out, isn't it?
Yeah.
And try and get him his first fish. So after we got everything down, I put his rod in the water first after baiting up, and while I was setting my rod up, the second rod, his went off and he's had his first ever fish. We've just weighed it with a weight sling. It was 12.3, so we'll take that off afterwards and get a true reading. So this is my brother's first ever fish. You're left-handed, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right, so what you want to do is, if he goes like that, just put your hand over his eye to calm him down a bit, okay?
Yeah.
Right, you see how my hand's underneath his head?
Yeah.
Underneath his tail?
Yeah.
Right, get your hand like that over this tail fin. Yep. And then lift like that. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Think you can manage that?
Yeah.
Well then, have a go. Don't be scared of it.
What, so under here?
Underneath, so come from its mouth, like this. Yeah?
Right.
Underneath its head. And then get your hand round underneath its belly. That's it. Other one underneath the tail. And then get your hand round the anal fin. And then as you lift, rolling forwards, so bring your hands like this. Ready?
Yeah.
Go. Put him down, put him down. Right, just grab that water, put some water on him.
Pour it on.
Yeah. That's it, up and down him. That's it. That'll do. Try it out. Try one more time. Yeah. So head underneath from the mouth, that's it. And tail. That's it. And then lift. And bring your hands underneath his belly. That's it. And then
Oh no.
there we go. this right here is my younger brother, who's been pestering for ages about coming fishing and stuff. Obviously it's difficult because I take Caden with me most of the time, but Caden opted to stay in Nanny, so brought my brother out, get the family involved. Got to teach the youngsters, they're the future of the fishing, so. But yeah, it's nice to get family involved and stuff and get out on the bank with them. This guy over here decides to bring his bed chair every time he comes now, and seems to lay back and think the fishing will do itself.
Is that what?
Child friendly content.
Is that child friendly content with a bubble? Ain't child friendly.
What, with the bobble and that?
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not Baby Shark this time.
That was good. How long ago was that?
That was in September, wasn't it? September, October.
Good session.
It was a good session.
You don't catch anything. We can replay the clips from over there.
Oh yeah, we just moved over there and then moved back. But yeah, Harley's on the left rod. Like I say, he's on a Ronnie rig with a baby pink, which is these. And then I wanted something a bit different to the usual. Everybody uses like pinks, whites, yellows, oranges and stuff. So I went with some blacks, which are the Abyss darkfish, and they actually, it's like this, there's a fishy smell, but there's a nice little sweetness kicked in there as well. So it's something a bit different, black pop-up. And then just some hard hookers for the snowmans and bottom bait rigs and stuff like that. But yeah, when we started, we were out in the middle, and now we've nothing's happened for a while. So I've moved Harley out this way. About 20 yards, and put some boilies over the top. Hendy, you're interrupting.
Hey?
You're interrupting.
Alright.
This middle rod I've put straight out in front. There's a marginal shelf that goes out and then it drops off. And all the crush boilie that I had, I've flung it out with a spoon. Put that one on there, and then the right hand rod I've got just down here with some crush boilie and some whole boilies over the top of that. It's like, we know once it starts heading towards the evening, because it was a match lake, the carp tend to come around the margins and patrol round looking for the bait that the matchmen have thrown in towards the end of the session. So I'm hoping just to intercept anything that's coming through. You enjoying your day out?
Yeah,
What did you think to that fish?
really good.
Really good.
It's my first one.
For your first one. A bit scared of it, weren't you, when it was on the cradle?
Flipping out.
You did alright. You held it up, you did well. You want to come again?
Yeah.
You're going to have to start investing in your own fishing gear then, rather than using mine. what happened to you earlier? Did you lose one?
I can't remember. I fell asleep.
Talking rubbish. What happened?
Honestly, I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember. Seriously, cannot remember what happened.
Hendy did a typical little thing that he does of losing fish.
I don't remember losing a fish. I really don't. I don't even remember picking up my rod. What happened?
I think this guy's putting something funny in his coffee.
It's a latte, actually. Oh, bad. Yeah.
Whichever way he turns, you turn the other way. Always keep the line tight. And then once you start to pull, once you can feel that you can pull the rod back, then bring the rod forward and reel, yeah? Rod up. Keep it bent. That's it. Now lift the rod up and he'll come in. That's it.
Let's go.
Nice work. Right, so just after I said that we've made a move closer in and stuff, because we know that the fish like to patrol around the edges as it gets towards the end of the day. Harley's bobbin slammed up and the rod bent round, and he was into his third fish of the day. But the second one landed. His first one was a common, and this one's a nice looking linear.
Oh no!
Wait. Yep. Right, so after watching Harley catch on my bait, my rods and stuff, finally gone out one myself, literally about 2 rod lengths off the bank. Like I said, the fish like in here like to come around in the margins towards the end of the day, looking for the bait that anglers tend to chuck in. Got my first one. God, they really don't want to stay still today, do they? That's my first fish to the horizon bait, caught on a blowback rig with a captive hard hooker bottom and a baby pink captive pop up on top. Fished over crumbed and crushed boilies and whole boilies glugged up as well. I'd say it's just getting into double figures, so a nice fish to start the horizon account. No. Oh, that's a good fish. Is that your old friend? Sitting out under it, Oz. That's it. There we go. Recording.
We're on the side.
What are you he's had the best fish of the session. So yeah, as I was showing you mine, Hendy was playing this little beauty. Lovely linear. It does look dead similar to that other one, doesn't it? A bit more plump. Yeah, because it had the good lips on it, a cracking looking linear, that. Beautiful. But we've all caught fish now, so that's a good start. So I was going to switch the video off and grab a couple of stills for him. Just drop it a little bit lower. That's it. That's a beautiful return shot. So we've reached the end of the session. It's gonna start getting dark soon, but we all managed to catch, which is a good result. I've had an alright day. You had an alright day, mate? Henderson with a picturesque fish again. I'm pretty sure it's the same one.
Coming back to
Best looking fish in the lake goes for the ugliest person on the fucking planet. But yeah, sorry this wasn't the video that I advertised it to be. But we will be getting out to Champion and stuff. Obviously I said I was going to do something for the viewers as well, but I'll reveal that when I'm at Trent View. So keep an eye out for the next video, because there should be a lot more revealed. But today was it was windy where we were sat, someone on us, so it was pretty cold and stuff. So yeah, I didn't manage to get as much done as I would have liked to have done. So on the next one we'll reveal a bit more. So until then guys, ciao mate.